So last night, Rodri won the Ballon d'Or over Vinicius Jr. and all I've seen over my timeline, over the internet, is discourse of who should have won. Should it have been Rodri? Should it have been Vini? Should it have been Bellingham? Not really, no. We haven't really included Bellingham in today's video because today we are going to see who should have won it. Should it have been Vini? Should it have been Rodri? We're going to make a case for both and then decide at the end. Let's make the case for Vinicius Jr. He won the league, he won the Champions League. He played 39 games this season, scored 24 goals, got 9 assists, which includes the UCL winner as well. Not to mention, he dragged Real Madrid through them Champions League games in the latter stages, through the semi-finals, through the finals. When it was looking like Madrid were against the cosh, he was basically like, give me the ball, I will make things happen, especially against Bayern. He was taking Kimmich for joyrides in that game. And then obviously in the final as well, he did it. Came up big, scored the winner, which cemented their number 15 Champions League. What is the Ballon d'Or? The Ballon d'Or is the award of the best footballer in the world for this season. Vinicius Jr. was the best footballer of the world in this season. He scored important goals and did it with entertainment as well, you know, because football, stats are stats at the end of the day. If it was just based on stats, Haaland would be winning a Ballon d'Or every single year. It's based on the entertainment, the fact you're scoring important goals and what you're bringing to the game as well. Vinicius Jr. had that in abundance. He's bringing the arrogance back from what football was like 10, 15 years ago. Everyone's saying football fell off, but now they're hating Vini for showing a bit of attitude. Everyone loved Ronaldo, and Vini is like Ronaldo in the sense of he can back it up as well. He's got the goals in important games, he's got the trophies as well. He scored in a Champions League final again. Second time in his career he scored the decisive goal in a Champions League final. But now let's look at the reasons why it shouldn't have gone to Vini. Is for the first part of the season, he wasn't really Vinicius Jr. best player in the world. First part of the season it was all about Bellingham. Remember that. Vini was a bit part player in that first part of the season. And also he doesn't perform for Brazil, for his country. In the Copa America, Brazil went out in the group stages and playing 7 games for Brazil this year. He scored 2 goals and got 1 assist. That is not good enough if you want to be the best player in the world and you're playing for Brazil. They've brought this like fair play award in for the categories, and I guess you could say Vini doesn't abide to that because he shows a bit of arrogance on the pitch, but that shouldn't really be what the Ballon d'Or is based on, you know? Like, it shouldn't be based on your attitude, it should be based on your footballing ability. Like, why does attitude come into it at all when it's based on you are the best footballer? There's a fair play award for that, bro, you know what I mean? But enough about Vini, onto Rodri now. The case for Rodri is he is Man City's most important player. Without him, they are shit. You've seen it this season, you've seen it last season as well. The game City lost, Rodri wasn't playing. Rodri pretty much won every game last year apart from the FA Cup final. He won the Premier League and he won the Euros as well. So he's won an international trophy and he's won his domestic league. Vini Jr.'s won his domestic league and he's won the best club competition. It's neck and neck on that sense. Rodri is City's most important player. He's not their best player. Their best player last season was Foden. You can see that when Rodri wasn't even nominated for Premier League Player of the Year. Rodri is not the best footballer in the world. That is not what he is. He is the best in his position in the world. He is probably the most important player for his team in the world, but he is not the best footballer in the world. Like, I don't care what anyone says. Rodri is not the best player in the world. A DM cannot be the best player in the world. A guy who collects the ball off the centre backs and plays it forward is not the best player in the world. A man who takes all of his players on and scores in the Champions League final is. A guy who got subbed off in the 45th minute of the Euros final is not. You can clearly see my decision. I've come to the conclusion that Vini Jr. should have won the Ballon d'Or over Rodri because Rodri is not the best footballer in the world. The Ballon d'Or should go to the best footballer in the world. Rodri is nowhere near the best footballer in the world. A lot of people saying it's a robbery. I wouldn't say it's a robbery. I can see why he won it based on the criteria and all that kind of shit. Most competitions, he won a trophy. He won 2 trophies, you know? He was one of the most important players. You saw that with the success. Best footballer in the world is what the Ballon d'Or should be based on. Best footballer in the world is Vinicius Jr. And that is ultimately all I have to say for this video right now. Vinicius Jr. deserves the Ballon d'Or. I hope you enjoyed. Like, share, subscribe, all of that. I'll see you in a bit, and love.